Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open.
And the ball's out there after it. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
There we go. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's locked. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Williams. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by
the coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Russell. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the red zone, looking for a space. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
And you're not going to see many of those, and that's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback.
He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And they swarm him under. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's locked. Firing to the right, complete. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll start this drive firing. There's a hit. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Finds his man in the middle.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit.
Breaks into the open. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's locked. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
Number 19 on to punt it away.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Got room at the 35. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wideout. This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Russell. It's complete! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Got his man. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On his way back from the 20. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The quick out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's locked. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Looking for the end zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this, you play.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Bama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Makes the grab. It's Evans.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To throw, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Escapes trouble. Keeps looking downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble.
Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kentucky 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back. It's Lott. Got it set up on the outside. You didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. The first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's McAllister. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out, the last, bringing it back. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A-game, getting a sack on that last one.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now Howe will send it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak.
pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Give to the single back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Needed to get to the 45 for the 1st down. Stopped a little bit short. You'd think this is the go area on 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Evans. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Picks up 9. Brings up 2nd down.
The give from the gun. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Alabama 56, Kentucky 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This is what you're looking for.